Chat, we're here. We've made it.
And we're not late.
Okay, I'm barely late. Shut up. Chat, shut up. Default guy, you gotta stop deleting your messages, man. I know you're the one doing it. I know it's you. You can't fool me. Alright, now, we've made a few changes to the setup, as you can see. We have an actual layout now. You should be able to see chat on stream. I don't know when that will happen, but that should be happening somewhat soon.
At some point, one would hope.
Unless Streamlabs fucked up, guys. I gotta be honest. I took a couple looks at Streamlabs. I fucking hate it. So
yeah, we've been looking at options for getting chat on the screen.
oh, there it is. Okay, it's on screen. We're good. So chat, as you can see, you guys are visible now. Hang on, let me get chat open on my phone because I'm a bastard with only one monitor.
Imagine.
Shut up. Talking to me. Alright. So, yeah, a few things we've got going on. First of all, you guys are on stream now. I have a layout properly. Thank you, Caitlin, for making this.
You're welcome.
And one of the more interesting things is that we have an official fan art cycle up there. Now, after the last stream, after a couple particular of you absolute bastards said a few too many things, Maury Mortimer, who is in the chat right now, decided that she wanted to make Molten Ballora a reality. And so...
she's actually working on, I believe, a vector.
Yeah. There's more coming.
Version.
So, chat, W Maury for this absolute debauchery up there. You haven't missed anything yet, Vines. Don't worry about it. We just started a couple minutes ago. I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I'm not gonna name names as to who started the Molten Ballora train and who got us here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's officially been immortalized, and it's gonna be cycling around up there. Now, chat, if you guys want your art on stream at all, tweet it at us, #CryoLive, send it to us over on Twitter, and we can talk about it.
Or on Discord.
Or on Discord. You can join the Discord. I don't know if it's in the description right now.
Let me get the link.
Yeah, it'll be pinned. It'll be the pinned comment here, or pinned to the chat, and as soon as Caitlin gets it.
Yep. Copy.
So as soon as Caitlin wants to get this for us, and then we can begin.
There you go.
Yeah. One more thing that happened, for some reason, while I was still offline, a few hours ago, Pablo just decided to gift 20 memberships while I was offline. I don't know why Pablo did it while people weren't here, but thank you, Pablo, in case you're watching this. I really appreciate the love. That is a crazy amount of support. I wish you did it while we were offline. Well, I wish you did it while we were online, because we also should have alerts now. Unless that broke. There's a chance it broke.
There's a chance everything broke.
There's a chance everything broke, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, W Pablo gifted 20 memberships, and by the grace of whatever god we all believe in, Rickorack still did not get one. I did start watching the doco video that you linked in the Discord, Mio. I would like to finish that.
Unlimited games, no bacon.
I don't need bacon.
There's no food worth giving up games.
There is no food worth giving up video games, dude. Those are video games. Yeah, Maury heard Tentacle Ballora and became the crazy person that she truly is. She was enabled, and I take no blame for this. I take absolute...
I'll take some of the blame. I was definitely on stream chanting Tentacle Ballora.
I fully believe that Caitlin deserves all of the blame. Not all of the blame, but a good chunk of it. Yeah, Rickorack, I do think you have to calculate that, because we have quite a few members now. You're taking the games
That
more. You're taking the bacon more. You're giving up the games. No.
Maury's giving up the game.
You can't give up the games, Maury. You can't just give up the games. Okay. Yes, it's Caitlyn and Clavis. Those two. Those two. They are the ones at fault. Anyway. Me Pheasant, Shizu, and Mini Bite. Oh, brother.
Okay.
Now we have this flip side guy. That's the thick version of Ennard with Baloris mask. Maury, that's your fault. That message right there, everything Vines on the Gate just said, that's on you. Oh, the alerts work. I heard him. I heard Jack Frost. Thank you for the $2, 24 pounds of copper. Yes, we do have alerts now. I don't know if he okay, he does pop up on stream. Yes.
Oh, he's perfect.
Oh, he looks so stupid. Oh, I love him. All right. Now that we've done all that, all right. We've now that we've gotten through some of that, we've gone over the new things on stream, fan art. You can tweet at us at #CryoLive. Chats on stream. Our Fuji text is still down there. We have nothing at the bottom right now. We'll figure that out eventually.
That's for friends if we ever bring any on.
Yeah, that's for if we ever have more friends. No promises. I'm not good at social networking and stuff, but it is what it is.
We can also put Christmas decorations down there.
We can put Christmas decorations down there in June. What's going on, Pablo?
Now?
What's going on, Pablo? Thank you again for randomly gifting 20. Wait, is that the same person?
I think so. Hold on.
The numbers are slightly different.
Wait.
But the name is the same. I don't know what's going on. Pablo, if you are the same person, thank you so much for earlier. Very much so appreciate it. So real of you.
How many alts do you have?
How many Pablos are there? Anyway, now that we've gotten through all of that. Oh, well, no, that's the same Pablo.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
That's the same Pablo. Thank you again, Pablo. And once again, Rikorak has avoided the membership.
Heck yeah. If anyone wants to send some Pride Month decorations to stick down in that bottom slot, that would be sick. Give me some NB, give me some Pan.
Pablo.
There's a Diddy flag, right?
Alright. Something popped up on stream. I think that was like a YouTube sticker. Everyone had a different account. Oh, shatter Pablo. Alright, chat. Now that we've gotten through some of that, it's time to talk about Chica's Secret Party a little bit. This fucking game. So, as a quick preamble for those who are unaware, we have a few images of this. We don't have scans, but Caitlyn took really high quality images of this, quite frankly, so huge. God, Pablo. It's Gibby Slime Man. For those who are unaware, back in, I believe it was December, the Ultimate Guide 2 came out. And with it, we got Chica's Secret Party as the 13th chapter. Now, no one's heard of this game before. No one had ever heard of this. No one knew what this was. And according to the Ultimate Guide, Chica's Secret Party was very nearly a secret game, as it was only available online for a short time, 3 days to be precise, on scottgames.com back in 2016. Information and tips can still be found on fan wiki websites about the elusive secret party, so check them out if you want to know more. So everything about this is a goddamn lie. Literally everything about this statement right here on your screen is a bold-faced lie. People were checking Scott Games every single day back in 2016. Chica's Secret Party did not exist. There's no fan wiki websites with it. This is a lie. So, it's something else. And we don't know exactly what it is, right? People have been trying. Game Theory made the video recently. I believe Rytoast made a video recently on Chica Secret Party. There's a lot of talk about this, especially right now for some reason. People have been talking about it again. Gibby did the stream recently. I don't think TD talked about it. I don't know anyone else who did. There was also 13 Theory. See, Glamrock writes in the chat. 13 Theory did exist. That loosely spawned from this. Pay attention for the word saved. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Anyway. No one knows what this game is about. No one knows what this is about in the first place. No one knows, like, is this supposed to be a game? Is this a teaser? Is this a puzzle? Is it an ARG? We don't know, right? We have no idea what it is right now. There was the game theory video, yes. I thought I mentioned that. I might have not. The game theory video, let's call it what it was. The game theory video was a cry for help. The reason that the game theory video came out was because, hey, we can't solve this. We need help. It's like the logbook. They did that way back when that released, like in 2017. Oh my god, my bones. Back when that released, they made a similar video talking about, hey, help. And it did, and now they're asking for more help. Hold on a second, chat. But yeah, they're asking for more help, and honestly, chat, everyone needs it. No one knows what this game is. I have some ideas, though. And after thinking about it a lot, and trying to piece it together myself, I came to a little bit of a conclusion. I don't think it can be solved. I'll let you know where that right now. There's a little bit of a spoiler. The reason that I'm not making a video on this is because I do not think that Chica's Secret Party can be solved at this moment in time. I don't think it's possible. But I've been wrong before, and I'm willing to be proven wrong again. So we're gonna go through it. I'm gonna tell you guys my thoughts on everything. And we're just gonna see what happens, right? I have low expectations because I appreciate it, Mio. Like I said, I have low expectations because no one else has been able to solve this, and I think there's a big reason for that. I think there's a reason no one has been able to solve what's going on with this. But we're gonna try, right? And if anyone in the chat has any ideas for how to solve this stupid book, I'd love to hear it. So first, let's go over everything that I think. Chica's Secret Party equals Chica's Party World equals SL2. She presumably gets sent to people's houses since Baby and them do. Kinda, but like it's Toy Chica, you know? Kind of sort of have an idea what's going on here, but it's very messy. So let's start off with let's just start off by explaining my initial thoughts. So, Chica's Secret Party.
Did you want to get your stream on Discord turned back on so I can?
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me change the quality so it's better for me. I'm making it 480.
What?
Look, man.
Oh, that's not words anymore.
Oh, is it that bad?
Let me show you. Let me send you a screenshot.
Oh no, I can see it. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, hang on. I'll make it 720. There. Okay, 720 looks legible for you.
Yeah, 720 is legible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. We're gonna get in that happy gas think outside the box. Toy Chica is not William Afton. I do agree kind of with that. There's a few people who are saying that Toy Chica in this minigame is supposed to represent William Afton. I don't agree. There's also a few people who are saying that Toy Chica is supposed to represent Charlie Emily. I also don't agree.
Although that
one's a bit
closer.
Yeah, I think that one's a little bit more interesting. Right? But I don't think that we should just be trying to substitute this character without figuring out what the hell else is going on. So, let me start off by, Caitlin, if you want to be in charge of the chat for a little bit. Let me know if anyone says anything interesting, because I'm going to pull this up on my phone, because I don't have the document pulled up, and I don't want to show everything that I've written there yet.
Alright, chat, I'm in charge of you now.
You should be scared. You should really be scared of her. She's a little bit of a dictator. It's kind of a problem. Alright. So, let's
start off, I think, implying that Chica's party from FNAF 3 and Chica's Party World is relevant to Midnight Motorist in some way.
I mean, I get why people are saying that. Is it Fiona? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not convinced that Chica stands for anything. At least not yet. I'm not gonna rule anything out. Can you hear me? Caitlin?
Yeah. You've been having a moment. I don't know if you can hear me yet.
I have been able to hear you.
I said you were having a moment.
Yes, I heard you say
that.
I heard you say that. Okay, are we back, John? Not back yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, we might be back. We might be back.
We'll find a robot-y for me.
Rickle-rack, shut up. I have never... That has never happened. Rickle-rack, shut up. I have never... That has never happened. Caitlin, I'm turning stream off on Discord. For now.
That's fine.
We're fizzing in and out. Yeah, the internet here has been spotty for the past couple days. We're back? Okay, we're back. We're good. So yeah, Caitlin, you have these images. I quite frankly, this is the one time I don't need to show you my stream.
I do have the images.
You have the book. So
yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully we're back, chat. Gone again.
I do have the book.
Never mind. Y'all gotta stop messing with me. Y'all gotta stop playing with my emotions.
So it did buffer and then come back and then buffer again on my side as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Okay, hold on.
Fine, because like the frames don't matter as long as the audio goes through. And we're looking at a static image of a book page.
I suppose. But people are saying that it's just like going out completely.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mio.
Oh, I hope someone hears me say thank you, Mio, for the gifted. Do appreciate that. Okay, I've stopped dropping frames. I think we're good. Sorry about that, chat. W Mio. Mio's donation saved the stream.
Robot right this second.
Mio's donation has saved the stream.
Thank you, Mio.
Thank you, Mio, for saving us. Okay, now that we're done dying, sorry about that again. Let's talk about what I think is happening here. Rip Mike, you please tell me you're screwing with me.
You're fine.
Like on stream, is it fine?
I'm checking the stream right now, but you sound totally fine to me.
Yeah, well, OBS is OBS.
You sound fine on stream to me.
Okay. 2 people said Rip Mike. If y'all are trolling me, on my life, I will have y'all's heads. Anyway. Mike victim, shut up. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna keep going and hope that people are trolling me in chat, because I think people are. Okay.
You sound good. When I open the audio, you sound fine.
Yeah, okay. Mio also says I'm fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna assume we're good and just talk for a little bit. Let's talk about what I think is going on in Chica's Secret Party for just a minute. I think that instead of trying to view this as a puzzle to be solved right away, the first thing I want to do is view this as a game. Because it's being told to us that it's a game, right? We're being told this is a game. It's a secret game. It was very nearly out. I want to try to solve what this would have looked like as a game. And if we do, I think we come to some interesting things. The first thing I want to talk about is the quote-unquote level order, right? A lot of people have been trying to figure out, oh, what order do you do the levels in? I don't think there's a one specific set order. what I think is actually happening, I'm going to open a Google Doc, actually, so I can type a little bit and let you guys see it. What I think is actually happening is that it's broken up into spheres. Now, what I mean by spheres is, if you guys have played, like, a Metroidvania before, there's multiple instances where you have multiple levels available to you at the start, right? And you can do whichever ones you want, and after clearing some, you get rewards that lets you do other levels, right? I don't think there's one specific set order where it's like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Because a lot of these minigames, a lot of these, like, levels, don't give you anything. And then some of them, they're all available to you right away, so it's just like, I don't think we should try to be finding the exact order. So instead, we're breaking this up into spheres. And I'll explain how this works as we go along. So first of all, Sphere 0. These are the levels that you can clear right away without any other items, right? We have the basement. We have the living room. We have the kids' bedroom. And we have the bathroom. These 4 levels you can clear right away, and you don't need anything else. You don't need any items from any... you don't need any other items. You don't need any other information. Now, the Sphere 1 levels. These are the levels where you need at least one other thing. We have the garage, and we have the kitchen. Now, if I take a look so I could show you guys what we need. The kitchen/dining area. The babies are crying and sprawled across the kitchen and dining area. There are cupcakes hidden within the kitchen cupboards. The challenge is a very sneaky dog, wanting to jump and gobble up the cupcakes once Chica opens a cupboard. In order to distract the sneaky dog, Chica must grab a pizza cooking in the oven to entice the hungry hound away from the cupcakes, giving Chica enough time to feed the needy babies. The sneaky mutt eats quickly, and Chica can only grab another pizza after 30 seconds. Chica may or may not need a power-up in order to feed these babies. Now, power-ups get brought up a lot in this.
But that's not the thing that we think we need. What we need for this is the information.
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit about power. We'll talk a little bit about power-ups later and how that works. As for the information, that's actually right up here. Right above the kitchen and dining area. Once Chica completes this level, the doorbell, or let's ignore the top part, because we don't need the top part yet. However, what we do want is the bottom part. Most interestingly is that once Chica completes a level, Fredbear is ready to talk. He shares just how much dogs love pizza.
No, that doesn't have to be the basement. That could be any level.
Yes, it could be any of the levels. Any of the 4 levels that you could beat at the start. And I'm pretty sure Fredbear is brought up early.
Brought up on page 1, I believe.
I'm looking at page 1. I'm not seeing it.
I'm still seeing page 2 with the basement on it.
You have the book in front of you, lady. you can read the book. Oh, here we go. The levels. The room levels are sporadically laid out throughout the 3-story house. Interestingly, Fredbear appears walking through the hallways. Chica may find it useful to see what he has to say. However, when he decides to talk to her is somewhat of a mystery. Chica may discover interesting secret tips and tools throughout the party to help her fulfill her goals. Let me look at the chat, 'cause I've been reading just this for a little while. Chica in the kitchen? True. Chica's William after the program confirmed. No. No. And yes, Mio did gift yet another membership because some people are just way too goddamn grateful. It's a little bit ridiculous. What if Chica's Secret Party is just an idea of Chica's Party World before the actual minigame? I don't know. Fredbear guiding the player through different levels is so FNAF 4 and FNAF World coded, isn't it? But he only does it after you do something. So, I don't know.
Well, he also just gives you one piece of information. I wouldn't call that guiding, necessarily. Because you get more information elsewhere.
Yeah.
From someone else.
He never gives us anything else. At least the book doesn't tell us that. Anyway. So that's one of the Sphere 1 levels. The kitchen is one of them. And if we look, the garage is the other one. Where is the garage? Here. The
Was the
dreary...
garage a sphere 1?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, right, because the cheese comes from the basement.
Yes. Let me get to it. Anyway. The dreary garage is filled with boxes, old bikes, rusty tools, and a broken down car. There are 4 crying babies and cupcakes waiting for Chica. However, there's a problem. Scurrying rats are trying to steal the cupcakes. Chica needs the secret tool of cheese in order to distract the scurrying rats from stealing the cupcakes. With the rats distracted by the cheese, Chica can accomplish the task of collecting the cupcakes and feeding the bellowing babies. The One Piece? Y'all are degenerates. It does say Fredbear speaks multiple times, yeah, but that's the only thing that we're actively told that he says. And then, after the babies are appeased, an old static radio flickers on and starts repeating a series of numbers. Chica needs to remember these numbers for something important. Mention of places from the classic era.
Numbers and radios together.
Yeah, let's not get into that yet. You're going too ahead. You gotta slow down. But yes, you need the cheese, and I believe it said you get that from clearing the basement. Once Chica completes this level, the doorbell to the front door rings. When Chica opens the door, a package is left on the doorstep. Inside the package is a secret tool, a block of cheese. So, those are the Sphere 1 levels. Now, as you can imagine, this goes on for a while. Sphere 2 is just the office. I'm going to write these out first. Sphere 3 is just the master bedroom. Sphere 4 is just the secret room. And Sphere 5 is just the attic. And the way spheres work at this point, to clear the office, you need something from a Sphere 1 level. So to clear the master bedroom, you need something from the office, so on and so forth, until you get to the end. That's how spheres work. Think, like, if you've ever played a Metroidvania, it works like that. And the attic is the final goal. It's the final thing that you get to. Sorry, someone DM'd me on Discord. We need to cheese the game. Literally. You do need to literally cheese the game. So, the office, if I can pull this up. Where's the office? I'm not going to read all of these out loud, but just certain ones. So, the office... Chica must discover the 4-digit code in order to get the cupcakes, which we get from whichever one we just talked about. I believe it was the garage. Yes, the garage. So you need to clear the garage in order to get that. The master bedroom. Okay, the master bedroom's the most interesting one. When Chica looks out the master bedroom window, she mysteriously sees Bonnie walking back and forth in the backyard. We're going to talk about this later. We're not talking about it yet. We're talking about this later, okay? Don't fucking talk to me about Bonnie walking back and forth. Caitlin, especially you. You're going to be the one to bring it up. We'll get to it later. In the bedroom, there are 2 crying babies. One is on top of the bed, and another is in the closet, with cupcakes nowhere to be seen. As Chica approaches the bed, she notices some pink frosting on the floor. Moving closer to inspect, a golden fuzzy hand snaps out, nearly catching Chica by the leg. Chica hops out of the way just in time. Chica needs to figure out how to get the guarded cupcakes from under the bed without getting snatched up. Now, here's the thing. Chica later returns with a tiny black hat. Once the hand reaches out, Chica offers the black hat, and in return she is given a plate of 2 cupcakes. Now, here's the thing. We are never directly told how to get the black hat. The game never tells us this directly. However, if we go to the bathroom... Oh, actually, there's 2 things on here. So, first of all, from the home office, after we clear that, first of all, the gray man is in here. We'll talk about him a little bit later, but we did... Actually, did we talk about the home office yet? Wait, no,
we haven't talked about the home office.
Home office is Sphere 2. By clearing out the home office, the gray man tells you about something scary under a bed. Gives you a hint, that is about this. That's about what's in the master bedroom. And we believe, we don't know for sure, but we are fairly certain that the black hat that you need, you get from the bathroom. In the bathroom, Chica is tasked with capturing a floated cupcake in the bathtub to appease the wailing baby sitting on the floor. Chica must take out all the floating duck toys in order to drain the water from the tub so she can grab the cupcake to feed the impatient baby. Surprise, there is something else that is very significant at the bottom of the tub. Now, there are people who think that whatever's at the bottom of the tub must be some crazy lore relevant hint. It's like, oh my god, this is huge. I don't think so. I think it has to be the black hat, because if we go through all of these pages, we are never told where to get the black hat to appease Golden Freddy for the master bedroom. So I think that in order to clear the master bedroom, first of all, you need the information that you get from the office, from the Gray Man, and you need the black hat. And I think the only way to get the black hat, according to this, would be from the bathroom. I fully believe that that is the thing at the bottom of the tub. I think that is the significant thing.
Is this a bad time?
What?
To bring up that this hat is found in the bottom of a bathtub
Yes,
full of
yes,
water.
yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is. Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop trying to get me off topic before I finish this. Secret room.
That's my job here.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's you're no. Anyway, the secret room. Unbeknownst to Chica, secret room can only be unlocked after you've cleared the 2 bedroom levels, which is why that's Sphere 4, because you need to clear Sphere 3 first. And then in there, you get a golden key, which you need to access the attic, which I believe is... Where's the attic? Needs the golden key. And then, of course, the other thing in the secret room, you'll catch a glimpse of a box that longtime fans will be familiar with, as well as a peek inside, which won't be spoiled here to those creative enough to find their way to it. Now, here's the thing, chat. I gotta call out a lot of people. I'm not gonna name names. However, a lot of people are really stupid. And the reason that I say that a lot of people are really stupid is because a lot of people read this and somehow get to the conclusion that this is confirmation that the FNAF 4 box is a toy box. And the reason that they think this is because of the passage right above it. Chica moves into the kid's room, filled with scattered toys and wall posters of Freddy Fazbear. There's one crying baby in the middle of the bedroom, but once again the elusive cupcakes are missing. Chica decides to pick up the toys and move them into a toy box. People see that she puts toys in a toy box, and then sees the box being brought up later, and somehow they reach the conclusion that they are the same box, and that it's confirmation that the FNAF 4 box is a toy box. I don't know how they got there. I think it's very obvious that these are 2 separate boxes. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible that the FNAF 4 box is a toy box. That's certainly a possibility. It's been theorized before.
Okay.
But by no means is this confirmation. Are you okay?
Alex was in here that whole time, so I haven't heard a thing you said.
Yeah. A lot of people are really stupid. Yeah, I know, we have FNAF Twitter. I was saying that anyone who thinks that this is confirmation that the FNAF 4 box is a toy box is, dumb. Harsh? It's harsh, yes. However, people are being really aggressive about this being the correct thing. And there are people who are really passionate. But if there were 2 boxes, wouldn't it be kind of confusing for no reason? I mean, they're 2 boxes in a completely separate room. One of the boxes you actively fill up. That's the thing. The one in the kid's bedroom, you are actively putting things into that one, not getting a glimpse at what's inside. It would make no sense for us to say, like, oh, you gotta peek at what's inside of the box, if it's a box that you just filled up.
It also implies, like, when you go in there, you can see the box, but you can't necessarily get to it to look inside of it. So I can't imagine that being the box we literally had access to chuck toys in, like, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then finally, once you clear that, you can get to the attic. Where's the attic?
Kat, we have confirmation from, well, as close to direct confirmation as you could get from one of the people who actually worked on the book, DJ Sturf, that it is not just some random AI bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, this was purposefully written and is important.
Yeah. Now, I do think that, if you want to say that the in-universe, this is an AI written thing, like how Help Wanted is, kind of, then we could have a conversation, but I don't think that's the case either. Like, just thinking about it a little bit, I don't think that's what's happening, but, like, it is an interesting thought. Now, let me read out the attic to you guys, because this is the final level that you need the golden key for that we just got to. Chica realizes she needs the golden key in order to enter the final level. The attic is the grand finale, with 10 hidden hungry babies and 20 cupcakes in a massive storage boxes and old trunks. One cupcake is not enough for each baby, and the additional challenge is that the boxes and trunks will move and shift like a moving maze. Chica has a difficult time finding where she's been or where she is going, all the while trying to beat the 3-minute clock. Watch out for those shadow figures. They pop up at the most unfortunate of times. Hopefully, Chica saved a power-up or two for this level in order to finish under 3 minutes. And then we get to the end, right? Chica wins the game by feeding all the babies with sweet cupcakes. Her secret party is over, and she's pacified all her guests and managed to elude the shadow figures, who have thankfully vanished just as stealthily as they appeared. Suddenly, music blasts throughout the house and confetti showers around her. All her uninvited guests, Fredbear, Greyman, Bonnie, and Golden Freddy, move through the halls dancing. Chica decides to join the fun and train throughout the house. After all, the party doesn't have to end. The golden key is specifically for the attic. Now, there's something immediately that I want to bring up with this. The thing that people talked about a lot is this screenshot right here of Chica right outside of the Midnight Motorist house, right outside of the broken window. Now, here's the thing. If you look at all of these levels, none of them take place outside. None of these levels take place outside.
Nope.
None of these levels talk about going outside.
Also, Vines on the Gate, we don't know how many children there are in total because we are not told the exact number of children in the living room.
Yes.
But there are at least 28, I believe.
We do believe that the hat is in the tub. Also, yeah, it's
There
somewhere
are
around
26
30.
elsewhere and then multiple in the living room.
Yeah, so it's at least 28, maybe more. It's around 30, right? All we know is that it is somewhere around 30.
Because we are pretty sure that the hat comes from the tub.
Yes.
That the item is significant to the gameplay, not...
Now, there's something else I want to highlight real quick. I'm going to put an exclamation mark on right behind two of these rooms. The living room and the kitchen. You might be wondering why. Well, let's go to them real quick. Oh my goodness.
What? 24 pounds of copper with 5 memberships?
Jeez.
Thank you. And it missed Rickle Rack.
And it missed the Rickle Rack. And I'm not hearing Jack Frost. I think my internet going out might have broken my alerts. I'm sorry.
I think it's a little slow, is just...
No, it's been
the issue.
Accurate the whole time before then, so I don't know what's up. Anyway, thank you so much, 24 pounds of copper.
Pop-up.
Oh, I didn't see the sound. Weird. Anyway, well, as long as it's on screen. Thank you so much, 24 pounds of copper. I really appreciate it. That is very generous of you. We're getting so many gifted members today. Jeez.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's so nice.
God, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. If we look here, living room and kitchen. I've put an exclamation mark next to both of them. You want to know why? Well, let's go over to them. Let's see. The kitchen and dining area. 3 babies are crying and sprawled across the kitchen and dining area. There are cupcakes hidden within the kitchen cupboards. The challenge is a very sneaky dog wanting to jump and gobble up the cupcakes once Chica opens a cupboard. In order to distract the sneaky dog, Chica must grab a pizza, cookie in the oven to entice the hungry hound away. We read this one before. Like, I read that one to you. Let me read the living room to you as well. The impatient babies were more than a little distraught and knocked over things in the living room. A circuit is blown and the lamps are flashing off and on. Each time the lights flash back on, the babies have moved into a different spot, leaving Chica confused. Once you step into the living room, the timer flashes to 1:30 and begins a countdown, and, yikes! One of the shadow figures just might catch Chica when she's not looking. Chica must find the hidden cupcakes and catch the babies in the right place when the lights flash on in order to feed them before the timer runs out, or before she's caught off guard. Now, there's something that these two rooms have in common with each other. These two rooms have something in common that, to my memory, and I'm going to double check, none of the other rooms have. And I'm reading through all of them right now. So, 1:30, 13. You need to grab a pizza every 30 seconds. Goodness. You need to catch it for 90 seconds. Roughly. Now, here's the thing that these two levels have in common. They don't matter. Every other level in this alleged game gives you some kind of reward or some kind of progression. These two levels give you absolutely nothing. Some of these levels give you information, some of them give you items, some are directly stated to be necessary for other levels. Like the secret room, you need to beat the master bedroom and kid's bedroom in order to get to it, right? The garage, I believe, if memory serves me, that's the one that gives you information on how to, or maybe it's the office, actually. One of them gives you information on how to deal with Golden Freddy under the bed. Sometimes you get cheese, sometimes you get the hat. But the living room and the kitchen are seemingly meaningless. And we're not told why. Hey, crowd, can I talk? I don't know if FNAF 4 box is a Chica secret party, but I and Cyrus Squawks believe that inside the FNAF 4 box, the FNAF 2 achievement. I am not going to talk about what's in the box on this stream too much. That's going a little bit off the rails. I still think it's the Golden Freddy mask. I have a big explanation for it. I think that what's in the box is a physical manifestation of the end of the series. And I think that originally it was the Golden Freddy mask. I can't tell you what it is right now. But
the series is not over right now. But you can go watch the FNAF 4 video if you want more information on that.
Sorry, I had to type to a friend who is telling me stuff that's at the summer game show. Or whatever the hell it's called.
And they're not telling me?
Well, but I asked him to tell me, so screw you. Anyway.
Chat, is there anything cool since we started streaming? Does anyone know?
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
I don't want to turn this into a talking about Jeff Keighley's show. Man, it's kind of how these levels do nothing, though it could be that the game just has levels where you just feed babies, like the goal is just to feed all of the babies. So, here's the thing, right? There are two potential things. First of all, the first potential thing I can imagine this is for is Chica's life force. Now, let's read this. Let's read the Chica segment right here. Chica moves through her secret party, hopping and jumping through levels, collecting all the pink cupcakes she can scoop up. Throughout the levels, there are babies demanding yummy cupcakes. Chica brings the babies the cupcakes she's collected, turning the crying babies into happy babies. The more babies she appeases powers up her life force, allowing her to speed up when needed for special levels. The question is, can Chica accomplish all of the levels without being caught by the mysterious shadow figures? Now, here's what I think. No, I don't think this is Killbots. I think this is MCM. If you guys remember from Secret of the Mimic, Edwin was kind of, not unknowingly, but he was essentially gathering Remnant without knowing what it was. And he was kind of using that to power MCM, right? MCM, a lot of the power was by essentially what we're seeing here. I think this is telling us that the toys work in a similar way. I think this is one of the conclusions that we can gather from this. I think one of the conclusions that we can gather from this is that the toys might not necessarily be possessed by any one group of people. I think it might be something kind of in line with Toys' agony. Except, in a way, the opposite. I don't think it's agony exactly. Agony could be a part of it. I think Toys, at least in the games universe, are actively just juiced up on emotional energy. Because you also have to consider, these were made to be more kid-friendly. Now, we could talk about whether or not Toy Chica is a kid-friendly design all we want. But I think that these animatronics are actively, like, being juiced off of quote-unquote life force. And that's exactly what's being described here, I think. Her life force is being powered up by making kids happy. So I think that's one potential explanation. I think Chica might need to, like, save those kids or make them happy in order to have enough life force to clear the later levels. Because it also talks about powered-ups, and this talks about, allowing her to speed up when needed for special levels. Right? So that might be part of it.
Seen Monsters, Inc.
The other option are the shadow figures. Never heard that before? It's what immediately popped up in my mind. In a stealthy game twist, there are two shadow figures sneaking through the party as well. Chica needs to follow one of the shadow figures to discover who the person is behind the shadow. When she finds herself toe-to-toe with a shadow figure, her best bet is to run in the opposite direction and hide. Beware, it's very important not to follow the wrong shadow figure, or else. Now this is fascinating, because we're being directly told not to follow the wrong one, but to follow one of them. And, if you guys recall, in the living room... Now, where is it?
Is the only pre-attic room that we're told they're found in.
Where the fuck is the living room? Here. Sorry. Vash is vague posting in my DMs, and I really hate this guy right now. We are directly told in the living room, one of the shadow figures just might catch Chica when she's not looking. What if we're meant to follow? Can you react to the video that solved Chica's Secret Party? No one has solved Chica's Secret Party. Nobody did it. And I am not a fan of the idea of reacting to theories live on stream.
I've already watched a few videos titled I Solved Chica's Secret Party, and they are all different.
They're all different.
I can't say I agree with any of them necessarily.
Yeah, I don't agree with anyone's quote-unquote solving of it. The one that's an hour long? Do you mean 13 Theory?
We watched that.
We did watch it. We don't agree, but we did watch the video. I don't plan on watching it again.
I will say a lot of the evidence points are very cool. I had trouble finding them through all of the math.
I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to say I watched it. I enjoyed the video. I don't agree with the result.
It was a fun video.
Begins and ends there. Anyway, back to what I was trying to say before this asshole started vague posting my DMs about the goddamn game show. But apparently it's over now, so whatever. We can stop talking about it. The impatient babies were more than a little distraught, knocked over, yada yada. So, the living room is one of the rooms where you encounter the shadow figures. The only other one where it's specified that they show up is the attic. But the living room has the shadow figures. And as you guys might remember, you have to follow one of the shadow figures. The question is, where would that shadow figure lead you, right? What I'm thinking right now is that the shadow figure, you need to follow this one. You need to follow this shadow figure that is in the living room. And I think that this shadow figure is what's going to lead you here to outside of the Midnight Motorist house. Because, as I said, or I didn't say this yet, but we went over all of these levels. None of them talk about going outside. They talk about something arriving at the front door, but it never talks about actively going outside and exploring. That is never once brought up to us. So, when the hell would we ever go here? My only explanation is that it would involve following one of the shadow figures. And I think it's probably the one in the living room. Now, this means a few things. First of all, it calls into question whether or not we start off in the Midnight Motorist house. Because that's what a lot of people are saying, right? Oh my god, it takes place in Midnight Motorist. I don't know for sure if I agree. Hello, Rosemary.
Yeah, it's possible we come in from the top of the screen, from way off to the left.
Yeah.
It's also possible we go out the front door and walk around.
Yeah, but I think that we're following someone here. We're walking in this direction. I think we are following the shadow figure into this room. And I don't know exactly why yet.
Can I say my thing
Go
about... Okay. So earlier we mentioned that the glimpse of the box and the peek inside are different in the bedroom. And it says you have to be creative enough to find your way there to look in the box. If you enter potentially a bedroom through this window into a different part of it that isn't accessible from inside the house, you might be able to get to the box if you could only see it otherwise.
Yeah. Sorry, I was interacting with chat. Someone's upset that someone seems upset that I didn't say hi, but I did. Sorry, could you repeat what you said? That way I can properly respond and not just try to remember what you said when you said it a few days ago. Thank you.
Okay, so we get a glimpse of the box in the bedroom, but it doesn't say that we necessarily have access to it. In fact, it specifies that you have to be creative to find your way to it. So if the way to find your way to it is to follow the shadow figure out of the house around the broken window and climb in through that window to access a different part of the bedroom that may be blocked off by like piles of toys or boxes or whatever, that might be the way to get the peek inside.
Yeah. And I definitely think that's a good idea. That comes down to whether or not the actual minigame takes place within the Midnight Motorist house, which I'm struggling to say. And the reason that I struggle with it is because why does the outside of Midnight Motorist that we see here look so similar, but the inside is completely different? Like, you'd have to change the inside for the sake of making a game, right? But if you're gonna do that, then why didn't you change the outside as well? Like, why'd you just change this but leave the outside alone?
So that you'd know where you are, despite the changes to the interior of the house that were necessary for the game to take place inside.
Yes, because Scott Cawthon is good at doing that, which is why he made a random house in the middle of nowhere in June years.
Oh, come on. You get better at things by practicing them, alright?
I
No
don't.
one starts off perfect.
Well, he's not there yet still. Anyway, back to this. I'm not necessarily saying that they broke into the room. I'm saying that we probably
The
go
window
into the
would
room.
already be broken when we
Yes.
walk around.
Yes,
We are
presumably
not
so.
breaking the window. I don't think.
Now, that said, I also don't think that Toy Chica is the one leaving these footprints. Right? I don't think Toy Chica is
I
leaving
could
these
see it
footprints.
being her.
It could be, but I don't think so. It doesn't match up with the sprite. It doesn't match up with the... This looks like a human footprint, right? Toy
I
Chica's not a
agree it
human.
looks like a human footprint, but my issue is that if you left footprints on your way to the window, assuming you didn't break into the house, wouldn't you leave footprints on your way away from the window?
I think these are probably just here so that we could follow where the shadow figure went. I mean, look at, again, let's use Midnight Motorist as an example. Yellow Man isn't leaving footprints where he walks, but there's already footprints there. Right? And so the last time we see Midnight Motorist, our player character isn't leaving footprints, but there are footprints already there that are trying to tell us something. I think this is the same thing. I think these footprints were left by the shadow figure, and I think this is how you continue to follow them. I think that at a certain point you have to just follow their footprints, and that's what leads you here.
Mm.
I don't think that you watch the shadow figure climb through the window. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But I currently believe that we are following the shadow figure in through here, and that these are their footprints. Now, if that's the case, that would mean that whoever the shadow figure is, I believe that they are probably human. Because, again, last time we saw Midnight Motorist, there was a distinction between animatronic footprints and non-animatronic footprints. Now we're here, and there are these footprints right here that really look like they were left by a shoe. Right? Like, you could see the little separation here. Here's the heel, here's the whatever the hell the other part of the foot is called. I fully believe that this is footprints from the shadow figure. Because it's also not specified that these are shadow animatronics. These are just shadow figures.
I feel like they're shadow animatronics because I feel like that phrasing is. I mean, we see things that are called shadows,
Sure.
and these are called shadows. So.
But we also have people that are shadowy figures. We have two of them, in fact. And we know what happens when
I just.
we follow the wrong one. Now, granted, the one that we follow is kind of Shadow Freddy, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah, when we follow Shadow Freddy, one of the shadow animatronics.
But what if only one of them is that? I don't know. Either way, I'm currently leaning more toward you're not supposed to follow. I'm leaning more toward that these are humans. I could be wrong about that. We have no way of knowing. Like, it's just not possible to
I
know.
lean towards animatronics.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of both on this stream.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing that I really want to bring up, because unfortunately, chat, there's not much to bring up for Chica's Secret Party. Like, there's just not much here. We don't even know for sure if there's a puzzle hidden in these pages. I'm leaning toward no right now, because where the hell would it be? But also, I'm leaning toward the fact that it might have to be yes, because why the hell else would it exist? You know what I mean? Could it be more related to the Secret of the Mix since it got released during this new chapter into the story? So I'm going to say a few things. First of all, if we look at where Chica's Secret Party is in the book, it is between chapters 12 and 14, obviously. Chapters 12 and 14 are Help Wanted 2 and Secret of the Mimic. Thing is, we got a game between those two. That's when Into the Pit game came out. And if memory serves me, Into the Pit game is on the cover for this. But it's nowhere to be seen within the book itself. Like, it's on the cover, but we don't see it. Where would it be? Right here. It would be in chapter 13. Instead, we're getting Chica's Secret Party. Which leads me to believe that Chica's Secret Party and Into the Pit game might have some kind of connection. It could also be related to Five Laps. Five Laps also came out in that time frame, but Five
We
Laps
also
was
have
just a
that
beta.
house in 5 Laps.
Yeah, but Five Laps was a
And the
beta.
mound.
Right, that's the thing. Five Laps was a beta. This is a full game.
So you can scan something with your eyes, Girl Lagger. And scan the chapter. It could just literally mean to look at it closely.
Mm-hmm. He asked, what's it called? On the stream, what's his name? DJ Surf literally said I would get a librarian to scan these pages for you. Which means just get high quality scans of them and spread them around so people can analyze them. CSP being Into the Pit game may just be peak. I'm not saying it is Into the Pit game. I'm saying there might be a connection there. It's either that or it's a connection to Five Laps. I don't know which is more likely. I hope it's not Five Laps because Five Laps is dead.
There's also, we don't know that for sure. There's also the cursed option that Scott himself like came up with this chapter, and everything else in the book is in chronological order for the games. And he sent them this and said, make this spooky chapter 13 because that's the funny spooky number and this is the spooky games.
Yeah. I lean away from that one because I don't like it. Yeah, I can't say it's impossible, but I just kind of don't think it is. Scan means thorough look through. Yes, but also it's like get a librarian to scan it. I think it meant literally get someone to scan the pages. But it could also just be look thoroughly. I mean, I think both should be happening anyway, so, you know. Either way, it leads to the same thing.
Someone has had them scanned. There was nothing came up.
Yeah. Like, people, like, Caitlin used a blacklight on the pages.
I did. I used the blacklight from Ticket to Fun.
Yeah. People have scanned it. There's no, like, hidden messages anyway that anyone can see.
Or UV light, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically, but...
Now, if this is a puzzle, right? Well, first of all, let's go through everything else. As I said, I think this is the format of the game. I think that there's 2 levels where we get nothing. One of them has a shadow figure, which it looks like you can follow. The kitchen, however, doesn't. So the reason that these ones have nothing, it might just be you have to clear them anyway for life force, or maybe you're not supposed to clear them because you need to save your life force. I can't say for sure. The other question is the numbers up here. Now, I want to talk about these numbers. It's a little bit hard to see. I'm going to tell you what these numbers are up here, and you're going to have to take my word for it. If you have your own scans, you can grab them. The numbers that we see up here in the top right corner of these images, right? For context, I'm talking about the amount of cupcakes Chica has. It's 0, 2, 11, and 1. 0, 2, 11, 1. That's how many cupcakes she has in all these images. Now, what I find interesting is that, look at this. Chica, despite having 0 cupcakes here, has a cupcake in her sprite in this top one. However, in the bottom one, Chica has no cupcakes here, or Chica has a cupcake here. She has 1, this is a 1, but there's no cupcake on the plate. There's no cupcake visible in her sprite for this one. And I think that that's really weird. I cannot figure out why that would be the case. What it's telling me, though, is that I think that the numbers are important. Because also, going off of this, do we know how many are in the kitchen? Do you know how many kids are in the kitchen?
How many kids are in the kitchen?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3 babies. So there's only 3 babies in the kitchen, but Chica has 11 cupcakes for this area. Why does she have so many extra?
Is it possible to go into the rooms and grab the cupcakes and then just like leave and not give any to the kids?
But what I'm kind of gathering from this, right? What I'm ultimately gathering is that these numbers...
Shadow figure steal your cupcake?
These numbers are important for something. I don't know what these numbers are important for exactly, but if there is a puzzle, I fully believe that it involves all of these numbers. And yes, if you add it up, it gives you 14. That's the worst shit ever, but it does. So the spirits... Guys, 14 theory isn't real. 14 theory is a running bit, okay? Let's stop. Let's stop. 14 theory is a running bit. It's really funny. It doesn't mean anything, okay? I'm sorry. I don't think 14 theory means anything. Now, someone's gonna clip that sentence in Arrow Rave and he's gonna get mad at me. It is what it is.
Well, like, all of the evidence from 14 theory is real evidence. It's
Yeah.
just, it points to things that I think we had already gathered as a community.
Yeah. You're in denial.
You're in denial.
Yeah, my bad. Does it mean Cupcake's left and not Cupcake's gotten? I don't think so. But maybe? No, it can't mean Cupcake's left because there's a 0 up here and there's a Cupcake on this platform. So it's not just how many Cupcakes are left. And this is a 0 and there's 2 babies crying here. And it can't be kids saved because there haven't been 11 kids saved by this point. What are you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think, like, it is potentially possible to get 11 cupcakes there if you were to, like, start abandoning children in places and retracing your steps.
Maybe?
Because I don't think there's anywhere that you get locked out of rooms or that you get locked into rooms.
Yeah.
It's just that some of them have timers, so you might not want to leave them.
Yeah. Alright. But yes, I personally believe that if there is a puzzle in Chica's Secret Party, it has to do with that. It could be room number or something. There's only 10 rooms, so I don't know why there would be 11. Now, to demonstrate what we've tried to do, I'd like to show you some of Caitlin's... I don't even want to call them notes. So the ramblings of a crazy person is what I would call this. Now this is where Caitlin ended up. Now you might be looking at this and you might be wondering, does Caitlin worship the devil? Maybe.
Hey, no, I don't.
This is one of the
even the devil.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Now you guys might be wondering, can you explain this to me? I'm not going to. I am not going to explain this to you guys. And I'm not letting Caitlin do it either. Caitlin, don't try. Don't explain yourself.
You gotta show them the other one. You gotta show them the other one.
Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Let me show you guys the other one. Because believe it or not, this might not be the most insane one. Hold on, let me get the other one.
It's just a little bit of notes, man.
Oh, little bit of notes, you said. Chat, would you consider this a little bit of notes? POV Matt Pat's notes? Yup. Look at this. Look at this. Caitlin has become insane. All the smart people were considered mad once. We want an explanation. No. No. We cannot let Caitlin cook.
Hi, Darnak.
Hi, Darnak. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Caitlin? Hang on.
I just want to put out there, now that this has been shown, if anyone releases any videos with any theories based on the information in my notes, they're a thief. They stole it.
So, Caitlin, you see what's on the screen right now? I haven't moved it in a while. Yes, your notes. The one like Golden Freddy, Two Souls, all that one. Alright, yeah. Since chat wants it, you have 30 seconds to explain yourself. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so the idea was that I was trying to connect loose concepts to other things in the franchise, right? So if we're looking at, lights flashing
20 seconds left.
Trying to catch something in the right place, we've got, like, Plush Trap. If we're looking at
15
2 kids, a bedroom, Golden Freddy.
10 seconds, hurry up.
2 cupcakes. That points to FNAF 4, potentially Kid in the Closet being David.
5 seconds, hurry up.
Boxy Mimic. Who knows, man? That's it. That's it.
30 seconds.
You're trying to silence. This is Pride Month, and I'm not straight, so I feel like this is a crime.
Shut up. It's for the bit. Anything for the bit. Don't cook like a chef, brew like a swag.
Yes! Yeah, I'm making that my status on Discord right now.
Oh, Dardock, why would you give her this?
We're going to replace the abyss calls to you darker yet darker, the shadows cutting deeper.
Oh my goodness, I heard that one. Jack Frost is back. 24 pounds of copper. Must go, but let me share my crack theory. I think Chica's Secret Party is a retelling of the DCI.
That's a lot of dead kids!
That's a lot of dead kids. Golden Freddy and Fredbear being different is really important to me in this. I agree.
Yeah, I really like that they've pointed it out again that they are separate characters.
Yeah. Glad that's being, like, super confirmed. Anyway, there's one more thing that we should talk about, because, quite frankly, I don't have much to say, right? It's hard to really come up with anything to say about this. So, as I said, I think that the toys work kind of like MCM, where they are kind of run off of positive emotion, right? I think it's kind of like what Edwin was doing.
Yeah, because this was basically your explanation for the DCI after a point, was that it was an emotional imprint.
Yes. So it kind of works out. On the kids that died during Circus Baby operating, if that's a... it's hard to say. That's also a lot of dead kids, but, like, maybe. But yes, I think that the toys might operate off of that. At least that's what's being shown to us here. It might not be real. I don't know for sure. But that's kind of what I'm getting from this. I don't think that the levels are in a specific order. I think that the levels are in a loose order like this. They're broken up into spheres. You don't have to clear them in one specific order to get anything. I believe that you follow one of the shadow figures out here, and you ultimately have to go through this broken window from Midnight Motorist. I think that's how, I think you get into here from there. I don't think, I think that's where you follow the shadow figure. You might have to do it from the living room. The kitchen has no reward to it. There doesn't seem to be anything really connected to the kitchen. There is the dog, so, like, there's something significant there. But that's all we got. Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Yeah, did you say you were stepping away?
No, I said I'm getting more caffeine, but I've already got that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right here.
Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about. When Chica looks out the master bedroom window, she mysteriously sees Bonnie walking back and forth in the backyard. Chat.
Hey, that's in the thumbnail.
Chat. I'm putting my foot down. Well, I'm not putting my foot down because I could be wrong. I do not think that this Bonnie is Spring Bonnie. Nor do I think that this is supposed to be a representation of William Afton at all. The reason I say this is because it's specifically said to be Bonnie. We could see a distinction between Fredbear and Golden Freddy here, right? It specifies when it's those versions of the characters. Because Golden Freddy and Fredbear aren't Freddy Fazbear. They're different characters.
I disagree.
Let me finish talking. Now here's the thing. You might be saying, oh, but it says Chica, when clearly we can see that it's Toy Chica. The reason for this is because Toy Chica is specifically another version of Chica. This is supposed to be Chica. I believe that Fredbear and Golden Freddy, to some extent, are meant to be different from Freddy Fazbear. And I think the same thing applies to Bonnie. I think that Bonnie and Spring Bonnie are supposed to be at least somewhat different characters altogether. Which is why I think, we can see Golden Freddy and Freddy coexist in some of these games. But I currently do not think that this Bonnie is meant to be Spring Bonnie. Now, that said, I do want to bring up that in Tickets to Fun, or Ticket to Fun, whatever it's called, there is a scene where it says that Bonnie was luring a kid, into a closet or something, right? It said that Bonnie specifically was doing it. Not Spring Bonnie. It just said Bonnie. So, if this is meant to be Spring Bonnie and they just wrote Bonnie instead, then that's twice that it's been misleading. And I have a problem with that. However, since with what's available to us, it specifically says Bonnie is here. It specifically says Bonnie, so I have to assume that the animatronic we're seeing here is regular Bonnie. Now, you might be wondering, why is Bonnie walking around outside? My answer to you, I don't know. Why is Golden Freddy hiding under the bed? Or why is Fredbear roaming the halls talking to you about dogs liking pizza? Okay, Caitlin wants to bring something up. Hang on.
Thank goodness. Okay. Can you open my visual
Yes,
aid that I sent you?
I
All
did.
right. So, I need to point out, Fredbear definitely isn't a version of Freddy. However, on the Fredbear Singing Show advertisement poster here, they called the local singing bear at the attraction Freddy. And also, in Into the Pit, which is, the game that should be in this spot, our Bonnie, that we consider regular Bonnie, is referred to as Blue Bonnie, implying that the regular just Bonnie would be the yellow rabbit. Okay, I'm done playing devil's advocate.
I think your Into the Pit point is stupid. I think that one's rotten.
You're stupid.
No, I think you're stupid. I think you're stupid.
I think you're stupid.
I think you're stupid. Anyway, the other thing I'm gonna say is that it don't say Freddy Fazbear, but it does say Freddy, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that I am. And quite frankly, I'm pretty sure Caitlin agrees with me, but it's playing devil's advocate.
Hey, I don't lean one way or another, honestly.
Oh, we know. We know, Caitlin. Look, we know that you don't lean one way or another. We know.
I can't pick between Charlie 83 or 87. I've never made a decision in my life. I don't have a favorite color. Everything's falling apart.
Trust me, we know. Bonnie's outside because William in his bodysuit is luring the MM runaway. Oh, this guy. Here comes Gibby pushing his MCI propaganda. He can't keep getting away with this. But yeah, chat, to sum up what we think one more time. I think that the Bonnie represented here is the blue Bonnie. At this point, I don't know if Caitlin agrees with me or not. It's hard to say with her. She doesn't like leaning one way or another, as has just been described. I think it's Blue Bonnie. Caitlin might disagree. I can't say that it's impossible that it's Spring Bonnie, because it very well might be. If you view Chica's Secret Party as a game, you will find that there is not a specific order that you have to clear these levels in. It's like a Metroidvania, you have some options available to you. Any of these first 4 levels, you can clear from the start, and then you can clear these 2, so on and so forth. The living room and the kitchen have no immediately available upgrades or information that you can get. It is unclear if you get anything for progression for clearing these levels. They are the only 2 levels where you get no form of progression for clearing them. So it could be that you have to, it could be that they are optional. It could be that the living room is the room where you have to follow one of the shadows. It could be that you need to clear these rooms in order to get enough life force so that you could, what's it called? So that you can get enough power-ups to clear the other rooms. Caitlin, are there other things you want to bring up?
Yeah. Before I bring up I have a couple of things from earlier, but before I bring those up, I just want to say, Chipbits, could it be Shadow Bonnie? Not if you believe that the 2 shadow figures that are talked about separately are the shadow animatronics, but yes, if you're like Cryo and you think that it's,
What?
If you think that it's people, because then that leaves Shadow Bonnie just available.
Too bad the Shadow
But-
Bonnie is Rick Rivasqua. So we'll call him that instead of Bonnie.
Well, I mean, so here's the thing. From what I've seen of the windows in this minigame, you're not seeing much actually through them. I don't think you would see much more than a silhouette, no matter which Bonnie it was.
Yeah.
But, so, earlier, with the black hat being in the tub.
Oh god, right, yeah. Caitlin's about to bring up something that makes me mad, but I can't deny it. Hang on, let me pull up. Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Here.
I have a few things written down here.
Go
But
ahead.
I didn't write down my whole thought. I just took like a really... You guys saw my notes earlier.
Yeah.
So right now I have Black Hat Tub, Drowning, Curse of Dreadbear Lake, AR Escape Golden Freddy. That's what I have written down.
Alright, now do you want to try to turn that into an actual point, or what are we doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the Black Hat is in a full bathtub, just like in the bottom of a body of water. The Black Hat belongs to Golden Freddy. A lot of people link the drowning story from the books to Golden Freddy. That just kind of popped into my head, but that's not what I want to pop off about. What I want to talk about is the freaking Curse of Dreadbear Lake. With Dreadbear just walking up out of this freaking lake for no reason. Why is he there? And also in AR, you had the Escape Golden Freddy in the DLC, who was in a big tank of water.
So, yes, Golden Freddy has been associated with peeing at the bottom of a body of water multiple times now. But now we find his hat, potentially. I think that counts as more evidence toward this being his hat at the bottom of the bathtub. Which I still think has to be true, because we're never told where else to get the hat. I think it makes the most sense, even without all of that. But including all of that, yes, I do definitely think that this bathtub right here is where you are meant to get that. Am I lagging?
Just a little. It's not bad like it was earlier, just a smidge.
I did drop frames.
I haven't buffered yet.
You're going to.
I'm going to?
Chat, I don't know if I'm lagging. It says I'm dropping a lot of frames. Okay, we're good.
Oh, we're fine? We're fine now?
I think we're good.
Back?
I think we're good. Why do we have 122
right,
live viewers? Jesus.
Hi, guys.
Hello, chat.
How many likes are there?
Not that many, but whatever.
You're in trouble.
Definitely not.
The other thing
keep going.
Alright, chat, you're in trouble.
Oh god, Caitlin's gonna punish you guys. Don't get excited. Look, I don't normally like making those jokes, but we remember what happened on that one charity stream.
Oh, that wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault, but it sure looked like it from an outsider looking in. Okay, well, apparently it never lagged for chat, so we're good. It said that it was, but I guess.
Also, Jackie Boy, I did see you earlier talking about the Springlock suit. I do want to know your point.
Yeah, if you want to type that to us in the
that
Discord.
I wanted to bring up the golden key.
Yes.
Now, maybe gold is a stretch.
Oh god.
Potentially. Okay, there are a couple of things that I have connected to this mentally in my mind. But also, you know how I connect things. You specifically.
Rottenly. Hello, Silver Dream.
So, in Help Wanted 2, Mystic Hippo.
Oh, God.
The key is familiar to you. I've sent a visual aid.
Oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Caitlin? Are you ready for the shit I'm about to put on screen? Look at what Caitlin just DM'd me. Chat, I am begging you to throw tomatoes at her. please, I am on my hands. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees for this. Hold on. I'm getting out of my chair.
Oh my god, he's actually doing it.
Chat, please throw tomatoes at my partner. Please throw tomatoes at her. I'm begging you.
The other mental connection.
No, Rick, stop. Stop supporting this behavior.
Yes, Rick Rack, yes.
No. Tomato so she can tell.
I have another visual aid. Now, funnily enough, I have connected these two visual aids together before in a theory on my own channel.
Oh, Lord.
About how Cassie and the player character of Help Wanted 2 follow a similar path. If you compare the path through and down that they each take, if you were to look at Princess Quest.
Yeah.
4 versus Cassie's story. So here, a golden key. Like, very clear. That is just a golden key.
That is definitely just a golden key outright. I'll get it open on stream.
Make pasta with the tomatoes? You know it. You know it.
Chat, spam the tomato emote. I'm begging y'all to throw tomatoes at her. I was on my hands and knees.
Pull up my other visual aid. Did you pull it up?
Yes.
Chat.
The golden
chat
it is there. It's a little delayed. I think the delay got worse with the lag, but it's there. Okay, it's on. I think they can see it now. All right.
This location is a data driver key lock to get in.
I don't know. God, I'm not ready to go back to sister location. I have to start working on sister location again, I think later tonight or tomorrow. Thank you, just a guy, for throwing tomatoes. A little late about Chica's party. No. Yeah, we're slowly starting to wrap up. I need to turn my goddamn AC on. Yes.
My Fazwrench golden key connection is so old. There's no way you did it before me. Go check my channel, not Cryonites, mine, and you'll see.
Yeah, go check Caitlin's channel.
Find it.
Okay.
All of my theories are insane except Haunted Mimic, but they're real fun.
Is there anything else we wanted to say before wrapping things up?
Also on my hands. I am so white.
Is there any other points you wanted to make, Caitlin?
Okay, chat's getting crazy over here about you being on your hands and knees.
Oh, God. I'm not seeing it. Is it just because I'm seeing only chat top messages?
Toy Chica be missing her I have it on live.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yes, no tomatoes.
Hang on, let me go on. Let me see what kind of deviant things y'all are saying in live chat. Either those jokes on his hands and knees for us? Yeah, Chipbits, someone get you banned. Alright. Are there any other points we want to make? Caitlin.
I mean, I think my demented scribbles on that one page are actually onto something.
I'm glad we can remind you of who I assume is your partner, Mio.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Every time I see the name Alex, I think about my son, whose name is Alex.
Golden Freddy not being Fredbear, yes, that is duly confirmed.
Yeah, we pointed that out for sure.
Yeah, we always kind of knew it was true, but now we know for sure.
Scribbles about the lights flashing and catching something in the right spot, feeling similar to the plush trap mini game. I do think there is something there, but I have to form it more. Yeah. And I don't think that this is the kind of thing that you would get behind posting, but maybe I'll be able to convince you like I did with the spring locks.
Maybe not. I don't know. Okay.
No, you don't have to be sorry, Chippets. It's fine. It's all in good fun. We know that.
Alright. Chat. Oh, I'm lagging again, it says. Or I might be, I don't know.
Ooh, you're not lagging for me.
Either way, I think we're gonna wrap things up soon, because it's at the point where it's getting very hot, and when it gets very hot, my brain likes to stop working. And it says that I'm dropping a lot of frames.
It's 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it's hot as shit.
Why?
Because summer sucks.
Swedish! Sorry.
I don't know how much money that is, but thank you so much, Guralager, for however much that is. I appreciate it greatly. Chica SF10 powered by Life Force. Hold
Send
on.
me.
What?
Oh my goodness. Send me a Marabou bar. Send me some chocolate.
What?
I see that. That's Swedish money.
Oh my
They got
god.
good chocolate.
Okay. Anyway, chat. I think it's time to wrap things up here. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Caitlin for being here again. Like I said, I don't think that Chica Secret Party is meant to be solvable right now. If there's connections to something, it might be too into the pit game, because this is where that's supposed to be. But also, why the hell would it be into the pit game? We looked at it a little bit, and we didn't find anything right away. We tried to enter some things into the phone, and I can't remember anywhere else where you can enter in, like, a code. I don't know.
Yeah, I opened the game back up to check if there was anything new for the phone, and there's not.
So, we don't know.
Like, not launched it, but
Yeah.
dissected it, cut it open with a scalpel.
Yeah.
I've seen something recently, actually.
Huh?
About the proximity of the Chica's Party World room in Secret of the Mimic to David's party room, and the fact that in that area we are getting chased around by Mimic in the Chica suit. So I do have to wonder if there's something there.
I'll think about that more later. Like I said, it's hard to think.
Yeah.
Rickorack, next time you say cryo twink, I'm actually killing you. In game. In game. But not really. In game. Not really, though. In game.
Bro's gonna kill you in Minecraft.
Anyway, chat. I'm out of here. Thanks everyone for watching. We were at over 100 viewers at some point, which is absurd. I don't know why 100 people are watching me on a Friday night, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna go cool off, maybe...
They came from me, actually.
Yeah, shut up. I'm gonna go cool off, maybe eat dinner, and watch the rest of the Summer Games show, because apparently some stuff was announced that I really need to see. The cupcakes, do they line up? No. That purple person, we're not solving shit. You're late.
Right at the end. Oh, no.
That poor person, we're not solving shit anymore. Anyway, good night, chat.